Ruff, one of the most incredible events of the year, the PuppyBowl, is going to happen tomorrow. And I want to say why it's actually incredible, why I'm so impressed with the marketing team behind it. They took a moment where they would have got the most or the least amount of views on television, on a channel that nobody would be paying attention to at the time, and they turned it into perhaps their biggest viewing event of the entire year for the channel. And they have made it into a cultural phenomenon. My kids today are talking about, not about the football game that's coming up, the Super Bowl that's coming up, but they're talking about what team that they're going to be routing for, Team Ruff or Team Fluff. And when you think about that, this is absolute sheer genius. I don't know how the Super Bowl, how they've been able to leverage to get people so excited about it over the years. My family does not like football. We don't like professional sports. Well, if somebody were at somebody's house, we'll kind of watch it, but not really. But in general, we don't sit down and watch professional sports. We're always doing something instead. But in terms of getting people that are not going to pay attention to it and people that are going to take it seriously, the Super Bowl, there's a ton of people that will be watching the PuppyBowl because people are just curious, and it works across so many genres. A lot of people like puppies, believe it or not. And so I just want to say kudos to the people that do these kind of things, that take moments where things are dead and they are just not working out, and they transform it into a cultural phenomenon. A similar one that's like this is Shark Week, where the story is actually quite interesting in terms of the Discovery Channel. Shark Week actually made the Discovery Channel. And without Shark Week, nobody would be paying attention to the Discovery Channel today. And I encourage you to think about these kind of moments where you can create cultural phenomenon, change the world, where we discount something, we don't pay attention to something. That's what I'm hoping to do with the Reciprocity Project, by the way. This is a whole genre of people that we discount for so many different reasons. The sort of research folks, and people just don't understand the whole culture. And I was having this conversation yesterday. We just don't understand the culture, and it's not what we think it is. And by being open, and part of the reason is I think it's a secretive culture, right? Like, people don't want to be open about it because there's so much stigma that's associated. It's a really weird culture. But, in general, I think if we can turn these moments that we go through, these sort of things that nobody's paying attention to, if we can change it and turn it into a cultural phenomenon like the PuppyBowl or Shark Week or any number of different things where you take a pause and you're like, why are we actually paying attention to this at this moment? It usually just means a couple of people have gotten together and paid attention to it. Even the Super Bowl, right? Like, that didn't happen by itself. That required a team of people to sit down and engineer this whole audience and this whole group of people that are excited about it. And like, think about it. The people that are watching the Super Bowl, lots of people don't watch it because of the Super Bowl. They watch it because of the commercials and the amount of creativity that goes into the commercials. And a lot of people don't watch it. This year, lots of people are going to be watching it because of Taylor Swift to see what was going on. And lots of people will be watching it because of the Super Bowl. I want you to think about this, is how can you turn moments, and this is something that I'm grappling with and thinking, like, how do I leverage this, right? Like, this is amazing to see this. How do you leverage these moments in your life where, particular February is kind of like a blah month, right? Like, lots of people around, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, find that it's a blah month. How do we get these moments where we're not paying attention to anything and turn it into something that's cultural and that we're all excited about? That's the question. See if you can do that in your own life, and see if you can turn amazing things or create amazing things that are just fun and silly and goofy that everybody enjoys. Try it out. See what happens. All right. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.